I finally remembered my grow tower footage. Here you go.
So this is a grow tower, or more accurately, a tower garden. And we are growing 3 different varieties of tomatoes in ours for our school feast at the end of the year. It's a project that gets passed along through every single grade. Every single student will get the chance to participate in the greenhouse project at one point. My kids are terms 5 and 6. And yes, the tomatoes are named after Camelot. Except for Yodelicious, he's just a knight. That's why he's a knight of the round table.
So one other thing that I wanted to talk to you today about, aside from the grow towers, was the possibility that there is an age limit to success. Okay, so that's kind of a weird phrase to think about, age limit to success, because you'd think that you could be successful at any age, right? But success is defined differently by different people. For example, I think that for some people, success is to get married and have kids. And for other people, success is to have a career and to have that career going. For other people, it's to own a lot of fancy things like houses and cars, right? But no matter what your definition of success is, most people will say if you don't have it by the time that you're 30, you screwed up somewhere. I was reading Twitter today because my students and I sometimes tweet at Carl Azus trying to get him to respond to us. But I was on Twitter today, and there was this tweet that Sabrina Cruz of Nerdy and Quirky retweeted. She said that, well, it wasn't her, it was someone else. I don't recognize the guy. But he said that being in his early to mid-20s feels like there's a time limit on your life. Like, you only have, 5 to 8 years to finish or to perfect what you have chosen to do with your life. And I really hate that. I hate that so much, but I see the truth in it. So you and I grew up in a very conservative part of our nation where it is totally normal to be married and have kids by the time you're 22. When I was volunteering with my youth group in Jenison at Aftershock, we were playing this game where the kids had to guess the average age of a bunch of different things. What's the average age people get married? What's the average height of the nation? A bunch of random stuff like that. But the age that they got married, do you know what they guessed? Most of them guessed between 20 and 23. The highest guess was 24. The highest guess was 24. I'm 24 right now, and I am nowhere close to getting married. That's not even on my radar right now. The actual average age was 27 for women and 29 for men. Can you believe what most of my youth group kids said? They're 4 years off the national average for women and 6 years off the national average for men. That's absolutely insane. And then, of course, there's the career aspect of this. Unless you're going to school to be a doctor, you better have your career figured out by the time that you're 23. When I graduated college at 23, not gonna lie, felt a little bit like a rush for me. Hey, you haven't graduated yet. Go, graduate. It's been 5 years already. Get going. Get into that career. If you're not gonna get married, you gotta have that career moving. And yes, I really didn't have much trouble finding a job straight out of college. I kind of have a wonderful thing going here at G2S. But for a long time, I thought about, instead of going for a teaching job right away, I thought about maybe doing the internship at Cranhill. I thought about going back to the YMCA camp where I worked for a while and teaching outdoor education. I thought about grad school. I thought about a million different things before I really decided that teaching right now was what I really wanted to do with my life. And to be honest, a big part of that decision was my mom. She said, Jess, you graduated with a teaching degree, now you teach. That's the logical timeline here. But part of me was like, Mom, I don't really want to teach yet. Give me a year. Let me figure out if I want to do camp, if I want to do school. Do I want to do parapro stuff? I love working one-on-one with kids. But my mom reminded me, and thank goodness she did, Jess, you have student loans coming up. And me, I'm in debt. I've got a lot of money that I need to pay back. And I feel like that also put like a clamp on me, like a timeline. Like, hey, you need to pay these loans back in a timely manner, otherwise your life is going to be crap. Which, totally isn't true, but it feels like that. It's like the pressure bearing down on you all the time. And the pressure to be successful early at a young age is absolutely crazy. Like, I'm 24. My brain only just stopped developing this year. Like, we are in our mid-20s where your brain has fully become what it's going to be, right? And I think because of reasons of neuroplasticity, we're always going to be learning and changing and growing, but we are developmentally adults now. And I only just got here. Like, don't put me in a box yet. Who knows what I'm going to be doing next year? I want to travel the world. I want to see new places. I want to show kids all over the place that they are capable and able to do the things that they want to do. And as the more often I say it, like, I want to go and travel and be around the world, the more often I hear, no, you can't do that. You're an adult now. Settle down and do what you're supposed to do. So, I don't know. I feel like I've just been rambling for a while, but I want to know what you think. What's the definition of success? Is it getting married young? Is it having a career young? Is it going and accomplishing goals all over the world? I don't know, Andy. Like, part of me wants to get married and have kids, but another part of me runs from that and says, no, I'm good. I don't even need to do those things in my life. I'll be fine without it. And I'm not really sure, I guess. The pressure to be successful right now is a lot. And I feel like we don't allow young people like you and me enough time to figure out what the heck we want to do with our lives. Not to say that I'm in a bad place right now, but if I had had time to choose, I might have ended up somewhere else. So what do you think, Andy? What's the pressure like for you and Aaron, especially as a young married couple? Is there a lot of pressure on you guys saying, like, have kids right now? Is there a lot of stuff going on in your life too that's like mine? Like, hey, I want to travel, but no, I can't because I've got responsibilities. Is there other things that don't even occur to me because I'm not married and I'm not in that part of my life yet? I don't know. It's just been on my mind lately. It's a lot to think about. Well, Andy, this has been your Monday Musings. Love you, dear. See you tomorrow.